Goals. Part 1. You are entering Camp Green Lake. Chapter 1. There's no lake at Camp Green Lake. There once was a very large lake here, the largest lake in Texas. That was over 100 years ago. Now it's just a dry, flat wasteland. There used to be a town of Green Lake as well. The town shriveled and dried up along with the lake and the people who lived here. During the summer, the daytime temperatures were around 95 degrees in the shade, if you can find any shade. There's not much shade in a big dry lake. The only trees are 2 old oaks on the eastern edge of the lake. A hammock is strung between the two. A log cabin standing behind that. The campers were forbidden to lie in the hammock. It belonged to the warden. The warden owns the shade. Out on the lake, rattlesnakes and scorpions find shade under rocks and holes dug by the campers. Here's a good rule to remember about rattlesnakes and scorpions. If you don't bother them, they won't bother you, usually. Being bitten by a scorpion or even a small rattlesnake is not the worst thing that can happen to you. You won't die, usually. Sometimes a camper will try to be bitten by a scorpion or even a small rattlesnake. Then he will get to spend a day or 2 in recovering in his tent, instead of having to dig holes out in the lake. But you don't want to be bitten by a yellow spotted lizard. That is the worst thing that can happen to you. You will die a slow and painful death. Always. If you get bitten by a yellow spotted lizard, you might as well go into the shade of the 2 oak trees and lie in the hammock. There is nothing anyone can do for you anymore. The reader is probably asking, why would anyone go to Camp Green Lake? Most campers weren't given a choice. Camp Green Lake is a camp for bad boys. If you take a bad boy and make him dig a hole every day in the hot sun, it will turn him into a good boy. That's what some people thought. Stanley Yelnats was given a choice. The judge said you may go to jail or you may go to Camp Green Lake. Stanley was from a poor family. He had never been to camp before.